Hi, welcome to the Conversation Partners program at Baruch College. My name is Professor Gary's. This orientation slideshow will explain what to do when you meet your partner. I'll go over 6 common questions. The first question, what if I can't pronounce my partner's name? When you meet your partner, take some time to learn his or her first name. If you don't understand it right away, don't panic. And don't just replace the partner's name with an easier name, like here, I'll call you Susan. Go over your partner's name slowly until you can say it as well as possible. This will lay the foundation for a good partnership. The second question is, what if my partner can't understand me? In conversations, sometimes the meaning is not clear. This happens whether we are native speakers or not. Sometimes we don't understand because of noise. For example, an airplane flying overhead. By the way, it's a great idea to meet your partner where it's relatively quiet. Misunderstandings can also occur because of pronunciation or vocabulary. Anyway, when the meaning is not clear, you have several options. You could ask for a repetition of the whole sentence, like, "Sorry, could you repeat please?" Or ask the partner to speak more slowly. Or ask for repetition of a specific word. For example, if your partner says, "I like swimming and lacrosse," and you didn't understand lacrosse, you could say, "Could you repeat the last word?" Or swimming and? Or you can ask your partner to paraphrase and explain. All of this is called the negotiation of meaning. Both native and non-native speakers can use these techniques. When you are the one who is asked to repeat or give clarification, be prepared to write down difficult words, give examples, and use gestures. Or, as here, explain, for example, lacrosse is a team sport. You can also show photos, or even make drawings. In the end, ask whether your clarification was satisfactory. For example, say, "Did this make sense? Do you understand? Was it clear?" Here is a summary of the most important tips for preventing and solving misunderstandings. First of all, meet where there is not too much noise. Then speak clearly and not too fast. And negotiate meaning by asking for repetition and clarification and by providing it. There are 2 more tips. One is, make sure knowledge of topics is shared. Some of the topics you may want to talk about require cultural background. For example, knowing about certain TV shows, or special types of food, or sports, and sports teams' names, and so on. So don't forget to ask, "Do you know about this? Have you heard of this?" and offer explanations. And especially for native speakers, be aware of the expressions you use. Expressions such as slang, idioms, for example, lemon for a bad car, and phrasal verbs, for example, to put up with something, are difficult to understand. By the way, to put up with means to tolerate something negative, like to put up with someone's being late all the time. Write down difficult expressions and talk about them with your partner. This brings us to the third question. Are we expected to focus on English errors and pronunciation? Try to focus on corrections only if they interfere with understanding and clarity. Too many corrections hinder conversational flow. So, let the conversation grow organically. While the English language can be the topic of conversation sometimes, it shouldn't be the only topic. The fourth guideline is about intercultural sensitivity. To be culturally sensitive, please remember a simple acronym, SPA. The S stands for show interest. That is, give your partner your full attention. Don't text or do other things while you're meeting with your partner. Your partner will notice these behaviors and think you're bored and don't care. Also, participate equally, that is, share the time. Ask questions as well as give your point of view. If you tend to be a quiet person, push yourself to share your ideas and opinions. And if you tend to be a talker, listen and invite your partner into the conversation. For example, ask, "What do you think?" and "How about you?" Finally, ask open-ended questions. Let's look at this example. Here the partner says, "Oh, you're from Africa. Did you grow up with lions and giraffes in the backyard?" This is not an open-ended question. It's a stereotype and may be offensive. A better question would be, "How did you grow up?" That's open-ended and invites the partner to tell his or her story. In general, if you are not sure if a question is culturally appropriate, don't worry. Simply begin by saying, "I hope it's okay if I ask you." A sincere desire to know is usually appreciated. The next question, what should we talk about? The answer is anything that interests you. For example, school, culture, hobbies, and so on. If you do run out of ideas, here is a list of conversation topics. You can also find it on the website. Finally, what if there's a problem? For example, if your partner doesn't respond to your email or phone call, or you think your partner is in trouble, or you have concerns related to the program's social events or website, or English language and culture issues. We can help you with all of these concerns. Please check out the contact link on the website. It lists the names and email addresses of the specific people on our team to help you. So, I hope you enjoyed this brief slideshow. Let us know if you have any questions. And most important, have fun with your conversation partner. Bye!